Well, this doesn't seem too bad. You got like a little... You got like a little gun that shoots like... balls. It looks good. It doesn't feel, like there's a lot of depth to it.
Sorry, dude.
I was gonna say, what's to stop me from just flying over the grass? Same thing as in a kart racer.
Sorry, dude. Watch it.
Sorry, dude! New funky voice.
Come on, dude.
Sorry, Brad.
Bruh! I would've bought this game. Honestly. I feel like they're trying to add depth by having things to shoot. Like the little target balloons. But it's, yeah, just Mario Kart Super Circuit with flying. Shit. Oh god, those things are hard to hit. Whoa, you can do tricks? That's super cool, dude. Also, these shots don't seem to actually affect... the other racers. Plump. Pack was made by Coordinate Newton. Jackal added some more games from Hidden Palace. Oh, okay, sorry. Thank you, Coordinate Newton. It's hard to keep track sometimes. Plane Pursuit.
Let's go, dude.
I say this looks really good for a Game Boy game, Game Boy Advance game. They're squeezing as much as they can out of this thing. And, even though it's just your simple Mode 7... It's not bad. Sprites look good. Funky's animations are nice. It's a shame this never actually got finished. Someone said the sound mixing is kind of bad. Everything's way too loud and just blown out. Eh. It technically did because Banjo Pilot. Yeah, I didn't play Banjo Pilot. I did not... I don't know, I guess I just missed it. I wonder if the levels are about the same, too. Vinny, to be honest, you would have missed this one too, maybe. But I was a pretty big Diddy Kong Racing fan, so... I was always hoping that we would get a sequel to that on the GameCube. I guess going for the Kong is another thing you can do. Vinny, there was an older version of this that included story modes for each character, including K. Rool discovering El Dorado, but I don't believe there's a ROM for it. Vinny, did you play Mickey's Speedway USA? No, I don't like Mickey Mouse. Haha, I don't like him! I don't know why, I never liked him! I had no interest in Disney, haha! But Rare made it. And that was their sequel to Diddy Kong Racing. I heard it was okay. Listen, I know people are confused when I say that. I did not grow up on Disney cartoons. They annoyed me. I don't know why. They were never this, like, magical thing to me. Even as a kid, I only liked a couple movies. It just wasn't my thing. I liked Looney Tunes, didn't like Disney. So when Kingdom Hearts came out, and everyone was losing their shit over it, and Donald Duck was going, I was just like, nah, I'm good, dog.
sorry, dude.
Someone said I hated Disney until I visited Disney World. You are the 4th person or so that has told me that. I had a lot of people say that that was a big thing. I'd never been to Disneyland, so... Anyway, so that now you know my it's not a secret, I've told the stream many times about my Disney stuff. But hey, check this out. Banjo Pilot, voxel prototype. Before we do that, hang on a minute. Oh, I was gonna check out a boss battle, maybe. That's one cool thing that would separate this. Boss battles, just like Diddy Kong Racing had them. Wacky noises. Yeah, you slow down over lava. I mean, I guess they kind of had to do something like this, but it's just kind of hilarious to me that planes can't fly over lava. It's too hot? Well, you can't fly over dirt either. Uh-huh. THQ. So this is Banjo Pilot voxel prototype. Looks cool so far. It says here, this voxel engine build was the result of a few months' work. The title comes from the engine which renders the tracks in this build, which was dropped due to lag and lukewarm reception. Also, audio once again blown the fuck out. I have it on like 20% volume at best. This is also, again, very impressive for Game Boy Advance. So I give it that. A for effort so far.
3, 1, go!
Well... yeah... Oh shit, look. It's the things from Diddy Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Pilot. I gotta say, this is very cool. It's not very fun so far, but it is very cool. Yeah, I went 3-1. There's no 2. Sorry, that's, only in the final version were they gonna add the 2. 3, 2, 1! But no, this one, that's too much development time. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, it's like Mega Crust, but also... I can see why they abandoned this, but I think this is incredible. I will say, if they had, just waited for the Nintendo DS... You know, if there was still like some kind of relationship there, and they published Banjo Pilot on the DS, that could have been kind of cool. Controls are a little shit though. It's very sensitive. They needed more tuning. I don't think they got. They didn't get the proper love they deserved. Also, no items, which is little disappointing.
Final lap.
Very, very short track. No music. So yeah, proof of concept. It's cool. I think maybe if they had stuck with this and spent like another year on it, it could have been something special. I just don't know how much juice they got out of the GBA and how much was left. Vinny, you have an item?
Finish.
I pressed the buttons. Yeah, I do remember Diddy Kong Racing was re-released on the DS. Didn't buy that version. Yeah, I heard mixed things about that port.
3, 1, go!
See, maybe I'm pressing the wrong button. I can't tell, chat. I can't tell. Am I using my item?
Lap 2.
I see something's happening. So now I can't stop using my item. And I can't get rid of this one.
Lap 3.
I think the items are japes. Huh. Well, that's a first. Yep.
Lap 4.
I want to just see one more level after this, but, I don't think I've ever played a racing game where the camera got stuck on a piece of object. So that was, at least, this engine has proven to me that you can still do new things with video games. Video games. Maybe I should create a sequel to video games and call them Vinio games. I could copyright that.
Finish.
It's a me, Vinio! I do like that bass line.
Three, 1, go!
Someone made the scum face with no text, chat. That is really cool, thank you. Chalmers made it? Ah, an unforgettable luncheon, very nice. Man, it just makes me want to play Diddy Kong Racing. Which, as many of you know, I streamed a couple years ago for Christmas. It was a good stream. It still holds up. It still holds up, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. It's interesting prototype. I like looking at it and playing it for a couple minutes, but I don't think it's... I get why they went and repurposed Diddy Kong Pilot. It was just kind of... It's a little tough to enjoy. A little tough to enjoy. But hey, Resident Evil 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Check this out. GBA version of Resident Evil 2 is a tech demo created in 2003 by Raylight Studios, an Italian company, to pitch their Blue Roses engine. By this point in time, Capcom had lost interest in the valuability of Game Boy ports, and the pitch was rejected. Now, I played Resident Evil 1 on the Game Boy Color, and that was the most impressive crust.
Occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated. For you, the Raccoon City Police
I'm not pressing any buttons.
Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the case was apparently closed.
Okay.
Thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
Okay, listen, this is very awkward looking, but if you think this looks awkward, you should see the Resident Evil 1 Game Boy Color port. Seek it out. Look for it. This is kind of incredible for GBA. Crustaceous as it may be, which is a life form in a time that the dinosaurs existed. Yeah, I think I already kind of broke it. Well, it's not very fun. And some scenes work pretty okay. Like, when there's one zombie on the screen, it's not so bad. Look, I love that walk. It's so like, oh, how you doing? It's me, Leon. Three zombies, man. 3 full zombies. I like his STARS jumpsuit. Sorry, NYPD. NY. His Raccoon City Police Department jumpsuit. Sorry, it was not even worth it. I tried so hard to just make like a little comment, and it turned into a fucking full sentence. Well, it's certainly a game that almost works. And that's what prototypes are all about. Once again, I am very shocked that this works as well as it does, but it would have... If Capcom actually picked this up and spent time working on it, and optimizing it, I think it could have been good. I think it could have worked. Well, good, maybe not good, but like... It's like playing The Witcher 3 on the Switch. you know, it works, but you're only playing it on the Switch because it's portable. Alright, well that was interesting. I don't know how much more gameplay there is, but that was kind of cool. Here's... Whoa. This is Battletoads. The game's development never went past alpha state, but a prototype ROM was dumped. I can't pause the game and hear the bitchin' music. Also, this is a Battletoad? This is the scummiest looking Battletoad. Is that Banjo? That's Banjo. Why is there infringement? Battletoads is rare. Oh yeah. Forgot about that. Well, hey, there's an Xbox event coming up this week, right? Microsoft is going to be unveiling new games for their Xbox Series X. So, if I were to stream it, which I'm not going to, I could have the jingle ready. Third party only? Oh, okay. And I've glitched the game. Oh, cool noise. Good morning! Turok Advance. 3D version of Turok Advance, the development of which was dropped in favor of the released 2D Turok Advanced. Okay. I've never heard of this. And I am a fucking Turok. I was a big Turok fan. And, okay, we just go through walls. I can see why this was dumped. I was a pretty big Turok fan, and if there was a version of Turok that came out portably, I probably would have bought it, if it was anything like the original. Unfortunately, this is a bag of dicks. Oh, the music is good. That's, the Turok key. Oh, they really did not... Oh god, could you imagine this? Playing a whole game like that? Oh, fuck no. Oh no. I'm sorry, who did I shoot? Oh, that dude. Oh my god. That was some stanky fucking shit. I couldn't move while that dude was on my screen. New dance emote? Maybe. Maybe. Vinny, am I watching classics of game? Maybe. You know, that was the thing I wanted to do. Did I do the Turok thing? I did, right? I streamed a little bit of Turok's mods, 1 and 2, and I showed you the Turok mod with the weapons from Turok 2 and Rage Wars. Okay, yeah, I did do that, okay. Man, I don't give a fuck. Even though Turok 2 pissed me the fuck off when I streamed it, that game had such great shooting. I fucking love that game. I just don't want to play it. I like to preserve the memory of it. Turok 1 still holds up. The Night Dive port works well enough, but I just like my rose-tinted glasses really make me feel warm at night when I think of Turok 2. Chat, let me tell you a quick thing before I get off Turok. Oh god, that sounded wrong, but when Turok 2 was coming out, it was the same time as Ocarina of Time and Rogue Squadron. And it was also the time I was taking my fucking SATs to get into college. Or my PSATs, which were like the practice versions, I forget which one. And I was so excited about Turok that when I fucked up my SATs or my PSATs, I didn't give a shit. I was like, I don't care. Turok's coming out. I think the SATs I did fine on. I think it was the practice ones. These are like exams, like standardized testing to get you into college. It was the practice SATs that I fucked up. Anyway, there's not much to see here. I get why it was cancelled. It doesn't work. Dark Empire is an unreleased RPG that was developed by Marvelous Entertainment for the Game Boy Advance. This project was previously unknown until an auction for its prototype was posted on eBay in June 2009. Also, anyone that makes me packs and includes like a text file with informations like this, thank you so much. Like, I don't know how much of this is Jackal, including lore, but if it is, Jackal, thank you, always makes good segments, but in this case, it's like, anyone that helps with Sunday Stream and makes interesting segments for every... Oh, it is you. Okay, thanks, Jackal. I know other people include text files too, but I just wanted to point out, I really appreciate that. I know the audience does too. So another 3... Are you noticing a trend here, chat? With the amount of 3D games that were canceled? Because GBA just didn't really push polygons all that well? Oh wow, it's first person as well. Frame rates are actually kind of decent for this. Okay. You were going. Jumped over the hoop. Oh, okay, he's small. I see. I thought we were about the same size, but when you go into first person, you find out that they're just like toys. I certainly do love video games. Oh, do you remember that time my video was claimed because I put a cricket sound effect? Holy shit, this is licensed. I just clicked on the YouTube video. Oh my god. God. Hang on a second. Move this here. Yeah, so this game for a prototype is pretty cool. It definitely... You got to imagine that they would add more to a game like this, and not just have it be, like, empty hallways. So, how... You know, how decent would the game have run with anything more than a soulless void, as a chat member just described it? Oh shit, Final Fantasy VII on the Game Boy Advance? Oh, it froze. God damn it. Couldn't even do the joke. Overstorm. Unknown prototype. It says here, Overstorm is a canceled action platform game created by Quantized Bit for Game Boy Advance. It was shown publicly only once in 2003 gaming convention. However, in 2014, the developers decided to give away an alpha build of the game, featuring 5 different levels in an indie stand game sale of their last product, Volt. Interesting informations. However... Okay. Oh, sorry, the dude is still in the bottom corner. Vinny, someone made a better scum face. And thus, Scum Ryzen was born on this day, May the 4th, 2020. Oh boy. Whoosh! 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 It's as generic as they come. Except you're collecting Earthworm Jim items. The music is very epic. Abandoned place. Yep. None of that was done on purpose. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what to say about this. It's, it is game. Oh. Oh shit, I know what this reminds me of. And visually, it's about the same as that. Like, the graphics are about the same as... Did you ever see the movie The Hobbit? When they enter the mountains, and there's the goblins? It's like that. It looks about the same. About as realistic as that. Is this some indie film? Yeah, I don't know. Some J.R.R. Tolkien? I don't know. Some indie author. Won a couple creative writing awards. Probably a Game of Thrones ripoff. This game is fine. It just kind of exists. But then there's... the name of the game is too long. No core could load the ROM. Huh. So it's Frank Herbert's Dune? Got it. I just have to rename it properly. Sometimes I can troubleshoot a little bit. I'm not that smart. I'm not good with computers much. So check this out. Frank Herbert's Dune. Canceled flying shooter game made by Soft Brigade that was going to be published on the Game Boy Advance by Cryo Interactive. Development of the game started in 2001, but in the summer of 2002, the project was shelved. Even if it was basically finished, all of the missions are completable. Before submission to Nintendo due to Cryo's financial difficulties. Oh, I see. It was shelved, even if it was close to being finished, before submission to Nintendo, because the money got a little bit shit. Alright, let's see what it is. Denis Villeneuve, I believe, used this as his inspiration for the style of his upcoming movie. Home of spice, the greatest treasure in the universe, and who controls it controls our destiny. On this planet, water is almost sacred. Population has to use all its skills to survive the extreme weather of Dune. The spice melange. Note, even though he moves his mouth a certain way, the dirt stays in the same spots. I don't know how to explain it. It's just weird. Some rough audio. Again, we're going voxels. Sounds like Jaws music. A very smooth frame rate. It's just a little bit, you know, and part of the reason is there's no player vehicle on screen or anything like that, and the resolution has been, looks like the tank from episode 1 a little bit. I was gonna say, with the UI being a little bigger, that saves a little bit of memory. But yeah, it's just smooth 3D on the GBA once again. Oh, and you can raise, you can lift. Very very cool, actually. I'm gonna say that this one's pretty cool so far. Yeah, of course it looks like Dune. You got a desert, and there's a desert. You have to drop a thing off somewhere? Hang on a second. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I skipped vital dialogue, so I don't really feel too bad about this. It's just a cool thing to look at. And I'm sure maybe in time something like this could have, you know, been okay-ish. I wonder what the crossover of people who have read all of Dune and people who owned Game Boy Advance what it was. Like, what was that crossover like? Oh yeah, that does sound like Steam. Like Gabe Newell knows about the spice melange. He knows. Here, this one's called The Haunted Mansion. While the GBA version of The Haunted Mansion appears to be finished, it was never given a proper release due to its intended publisher, TDK Media Active, being bought by Take-Two Interactive, who found this game to be lackluster. However, a ROM of the finished game was leaked online. So, didn't. The movie sucks ass? Who was in the movie? Eddie Murphy? I don't remember there being an Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion movie. I bet Eddie Murphy doesn't remember either. Where are we going, Shrek? Oh, God. The vomitorium. Chad, I believe we're inside of a brain. These are brain cells and synapses. All is still, the night was falling. All is still, the night was falling. 3 friends feel the mansion calling. Gates creak open, should they enter here. When the night is over, they will know their fear. Spirits roam this old mansion's floors. If they catch you, your soul won't be yours. Spend the night, find the cards, escape the coasts. Fail, and you'll join the special. I would never be a rap god. I can't read. Oh my god. Your first task is to find both of your friends. But even then, your night doesn't end. The spirits have trapped the owner's soul. Releasing him is your final goal. It's a frightful journey to find his tomb. One wrong step could spell your doom. I don't understand what we're looking at. Is this just a never-ending cutscene? Or as I like to call it, crust scene? At a full 3 frames a second? I have to look at myself moving my hands in front of my eyes to remember that real life has good frame rates. To solve the secrets of this place against the clock, you must race. Banish the spirits and you'll do well. Free Mr. Gracie from his shell. Enter the house, face the test. Fail and your friend eternally rest. Oh, thank God. Oh, no. Oh, never mind. Can we go back to where I didn't have to play? You have found this spooky mobile phone. Explore the mansion to find some bones. Select device. Select the right tone and you will blast your targets with this phone. Excuse me. Where did that come from? Oh my god. This is some really bad game. This is, welcome, foolish mortal, to your haunted mansion. We are your ghost hosts, Ezra, Gus, and Phineas. Again, I don't know what this property is. I've never played this shit, so I don't know what the hell's going on here. Eddie Murphy be looking kinda thick, though. Excuse me, what the fuck did you just say? I mean, it's not that hard to see why this game was canceled. I don't even know which one... Oh. Are you joking? I thought, like, one of the ghosts was Eddie Murphy. Murphy. I didn't realize that Eddie Murphy played Elvira in this movie. I said, I want the knife, please. It was based on the ride from Disney World, the Haunted Mansion. Oh, because Pirates of the Caribbean was based on a ride, and they figured, well, what other rides do we have that we can turn into movies? So, we here at Disney have a brand new movie that we would like to show you all. It's called The Teacups. Alright, this is the epic teacup movie. It'll make you dizzy. Chat, I kinda get what's going on here now. I finally, like, see what the game's gameplay is supposed to be, I suppose. Never mind. No, I don't like this at all. This deserved to be canceled. Some of the other games I could kind of see, maybe with some more development time, they could be salvaged. This just makes me upset. It's really not fun. This does not need, this does not need to exist. The 3D, again, so many of these developers are going for 3D on the GBA, which is a nice goal. I mean, Tony Hawk 2 did it pretty well. There's a couple 3D games on the GBA that worked okay. This is bad. Something tells me this is going to be 3D. A demo written by Marcus Lin of French studio Small Rockets, utilizing the same homemade voxel engine as 4x4 Off-Roaders, after the project had went through different publishers and changed into another game entirely. So, I've done a segment, I don't know how long ago, but I did a oh, this is like the Tony Hawk kind of perspective, with just a little bit of 3D, and then the rest is, you know, 3/4 view. That's, Tony Hawk 2 worked pretty well on GBA, because it ran well and looked pretty good, so you could scoot the burbs and, you know, eat a dick. But here's the thing, I did a segment on 3D GBA games in the past, where I checked out a number of games, including Flight of the Falcon, which, if you want to see frame rates that are actually slideshow, that is a game that runs very, very slowly, and it's fucking horrendous. This is not very easy to play. Maybe I'm playing it wrong. I'm probably playing it wrong, but it just zooms in. It's trying to show off, like, the sick animations, but it just kind of makes me a little dizzy, and, you lose track of where you are. So. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Let me do a quick reset. Let me try racing. Again, prototypes. So, it's forgivable that these games don't quite work. Chad, I've noticed something. Tell me if you notice. I'm going to put the controller to the microphone. Tell me if you notice anything strange. Do you hear that? That's the sound of me not pressing any buttons. The game is playing itself. I think I had control over the menu. Is it not a demo? Oh. Well, I had to press start, and then it zoomed in. Now I have control. Weird. I thought I was playing it that whole time. I was pressing buttons and everything. Hang on a minute. That's interesting. I kind of liked it better when I wasn't playing it. Yeah, I did, in fact, yes. Blue Angelo? Live-action role-playing game developed by Virtual Spaghetti and published by Shibuya Interactive for Game Park 32. What? Game Boy Advance version was in development, but was ultimately canceled before release. 2 versions for the GBA version of the game have made their way online, both at various points of the unfinished product development. Blue Angelo. Does anyone know who Blue Angelo is? Lavos. Lavos? Why is there no sound? I guess they just forgot to make the sound, or it's so early in development that there was just no sound. It's not supposed to be muted. It's not muted, in fact. It's very much... Wow. It's... I pressed L and this is happening. Sorry, that's the only way I could make this stream entertaining. Vinny, apparently this game has Toriyama art. Did it just steal it, or...? Oh. Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, that seems like Toriyama art, but did they not know that naming the character Lavos? Well, I guess there's multiple people in the world named John, Jim, Goku. Never mind, it's fine. Oh no, that was chat, that wasn't Akira Toriyama, that was John Toriyama. So there's the dude on the left, look at that chin. There's Magus and Chrono. There's Cell, Blue, Lavos, and Old. Oh, I keep pressing L and summoning Lavos by accident. God damn it. I can't play this anymore. It just won't stop. Blue Angelo will not stop. Flashback Legends. Well, we've got sound now. I mean, be careful what you wish for. This might be terrible. Kind of sounds terrible. the unreleased sequel to Fade to Black, itself a sequel to Flashback: The Quest for Identity. The game was shelved after developers went bankrupt. Yeah, that was another game I rented on my Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And I hated it, Flashback. I didn't understand it. I wanted Super Metroid, and I got something weird and cerebral, and the controls didn't make any sense to me, and yeah. This doesn't look like Flashback. Vinny, read the story. Nous avons perdu les contacts avec une unité spéciale électrique pour interpréter papa à une unité classée de données par Yapatite, Mr. Lapatite. Monsieur les Apatite, Batapata. She looks like she's from Long Island. Hello, my name is Captain Cork, and I am part of this crew, a ragtag group of no name and no face Starfleet officers. Did I say Starfleet? I meant Star French. I mean, he's even got the Kirk sideburns. It was Star-Lord Kirk and Germa. Vinny, I'll be honest, there is one sentence you almost nailed. What with the fake French? I don't know what I'm doing. I'd like to apologize to all... just everyone. You know, I was gonna say to the French people that we have watching, the good French people, but honestly, the truth is I just need to apologize to every human. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, it's Lester the Unlikely, everybody. So, okay, so my dude here is done in a weirdly realistic style, does not have an outline, but the enemies do? Thing is, again, I know that this is what Flashback is supposed to play like, but the game Lester the Unlikely has overwritten most of my brain cells in relation to games that play like this. Oh my god, I hate it. Rotoscoping? Yeah, I mean, the rotoscoping is, yeah, sure, but, like, when you go for the realistic animations from rotoscoping and the game plays very slowly, I mean, deliberately, I get what they're going for, but I still don't ever really like playing games like this. As, Reggie once said, if it is not fun, what bother? Oddworld is fun. Oddworld plays way better than this. Broken Circle. The game was developed by Seven Raven Studios. As you can see here, publishers weren't interested in the game because it proved to be too big of a risk to cover the release costs associated with the game, as it required the more expensive 256 megabits cartridge. For an unproven developer, publishers walked away. Big cartridge equals poo-poo. Now that was his foot, right? Yeah, that was. Okay, just checking. Okay, that was almost full titty. An age of axes, an age of swords. An age of storm, an age of wolves. the beginning of the end, no peace or no mercy for the human race. But day shall come again. It's just epic words in succession. The music is good. Are we going to learn about more ages? In the age of trees. The age of G's. This is Broken Circle. It is the moment when the dream end. The moment before the eyes open. In that exact instant, I feel the weight of the stare searching for me through my flesh torments me. While the memories of the dream fade away in fragments, the shadows in the moment of the eyes open. It's the thing that fear in the world. This way the body remained. He's here. What? The wolf? Everything ends. I come back to the world with his moan in my ear. What? I can't hunt. I can hunt.
I am finally about to reach the village of Mertun. If the news that I have had is truthful, I will earn another great ransom.
Oh. Why did we need a big cartridge for this? Boy, that's some stank. I can now slay the boar asses. Oh, it's like an RPG like this? You got it yet? It's like Golden Sun? Okay, never mind, I guess I can't attack. Guess I should have read the tutorial. No, can't defend either, don't worry about it. Why don't we just run? I like video games. Yeah. Yeah. Well, of course I'm gonna grump it. You know, it's a Sunday stream. Oh, you have to press start to confirm your attack. Well, the animations are sometimes pretty good, which, I guess that's where the 256 megabyte cartridge came from. Megabit. Mate. It's a game. It got canceled. No one wanted to fuck with it. Next is World Reborn, the final prototype of the evening. .256 MB equals 32 megabytes. Okay. So here's a game called World Reborn from Neopong Software. Canceled 2D shooter. First publisher contact interested in the demo got the game licensed, but after company restructure, said contact disappeared. Several other publishers were interested in the game, but it never amounted to anything in the end. Mankind has lost all records of its histories, discoveries, and achievements. Metallic ruins and the ever-present biotech are the only clues of past civilizations. Less than 100 years ago, humans possessed incredible technology. However, constant warfare using this technology assured humans imminent doom. In the interest of peace, the world leaders ordered the creation of Judge 4101, a computer to resolve conflicts. Judge 4101 successfully resolved cases for more than a year before falling silent. Confused, the leaders requested another judge computer to be built. Shortly thereafter, a message was broadcast across. The final verdict has been reached. Strange machines began attacking major cities, utterly annihilating any resistance. These biotech were made from organic and synthetic components. I haven't taken a breath yet. Final assault decimated the remaining human civilizations. The surviving children were collected and put into monitored colonies. Since then, humans have continued to live in fear under biotech's tyranny. Until now.
Hey, Perrin, check this out! It looks like metal! I think it's a door. I wonder where it goes. Whoa! This place is awesome! What are those lights? I believe this is a computer. I've heard stories about these. Can you make it work? I think you do this and then there. Hey! You did it! Alert, alert, biotech attack underway. What the? It looks like blue hair Chrono. The computer says our hometown is under attack. Are you serious? I'm afraid so. Oh shit. And then you play this. I mean, you never like to see someone's hard work get canceled. I mean, it's no Action 52. You know, that's a real game. Yeah, it's like Gradius, UN Squadron, your stock standard shmup. Good music. The trees look like trees. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can make those trees look even cooler. I think I can. I want to make those trees look super cool. Hang on. I got a way to do that. Well, not quite. A little bit better. Just a little desaturation helps. Oop. Yeah, it's anime shmup. It works. It's a game. I think, you know, for a game that was this didn't need to be canceled. I'm sure someone would have bought this. It could have, like, sold 10,000 copies. Alright. I've had enough. We've brain blasted ourselves through the GBA prototypes. Really good stuff in there, including the Banjo stuff and the Diddy Kong stuff. I enjoyed that. I never even knew Turok Advance was attempted. So, I enjoy. Before I do Quantum Eternity, there is a game that I wanted to check out that I think chat would like. I think chat would get their jollies off a little bit from this. Okay. And